Hello everyone, welcome to this video where we'll dive into BalanceOS, an all-in-one Notion template designed to help you organize, track, and achieve your goals. I've been using this template religiously for the past 6 months to help me stay on top of my master's degree, my work, my family life and relationships, my habits, my goals, pretty much everything. And it has been absolutely life-changing, to the point where I now think, how did I manage my life without it? And the answer is not very well. The way I like to see it is this is past me telling present me what to do. I have ADHD and I find that everyday life and responsibilities can be quite overwhelming. So to have everything in front of me in one place and be able to visualize it has been a game changer, which I honestly think everyone should at least try to implement into their own lives. And visually, I created this template so it's minimalistic, so it's not overwhelming to look at, and my eyes don't keep being pulled in different directions. So this also really helps with focusing your attention on the task at hand. Whether you're looking to streamline your daily habits, track your finances, organize your notes or your projects, or finally be able to see everything that you really care about in one place in order to create clarity in your life, BalanceOS is the tool that brings it all together. This system is more than just a productivity tool. It's a holistic framework for aligning your priorities and focusing on what truly matters. So, let's begin by exploring the key features and pages that make this template so powerful. First, we have the main dashboard. This is your command center. It's where you can get an overview of all your habits, tasks, projects, and progress in each area. So if you've just downloaded the template, you can visit the template setup page, which is basically a written version of the video instructions. Right at the top, we have our quick capture buttons where we can quickly add a new note, task, journal entry, and project. And these automatically get saved in their respective pages. On the top left, we have our balance partner, which is just for this extra bit of encouragement. And the message changes according to the time of day. The name part and the message itself are customizable, and we'll look at how we can personalize those on the setup part. The daily habits section is where we can track habits with an interactive progress bar and chart that update automatically. And on the left, we have quick habit buttons, which are especially useful on mobile where they're easier to press. But we can also just check a box. Then we have quick tasks, which houses all of those essential and quick but easy to forget tasks that enable you to maintain clarity and focus on the important, bigger things in the day. Things like making that phone call, sending that email, ordering something, making a payment, all of these go here. The task status next to it automatically updates the progress. And the really cool feature here are these start and end task buttons. So when you click on Start Task, it actually sets a timer. And when you end the task, it stops the timer and then tells you how much time you've spent on your tasks. The great thing about this feature is that it actually prevents procrastination, because once you set a timer, it encourages you to complete the task you started rather than get distracted. With that said, you can also just click on End Task and it will mark the task as complete without setting any timers. Then we have a quick view of our goals and projects page. These are the really important, substantial projects that require focused attention and deep work. Each project is linked to a goal, so you're able to easily break down a big goal into a series of manageable projects. These also have interactive progress tracking and a progress bar, and it tells you how many days to the due date and whether a project is overdue. The Life Areas section is where you organize your life into meaningful categories, like personal development, work, health and fitness, and anything else that you choose to add. This section helps you align your actions with your values. Each area connects seamlessly with your notes, goals, and bookshelf, so you can view all your goal-related resources like the books you're reading or want to read, notes you've taken, and projects you're working on in relation to that life area. And next to it, we have a vision board that gives us a bigger picture view, because these small steps that we take each day can feel a little slow and insignificant sometimes. Having a visual encouragement like a vision board has been proven to decrease procrastination. So it serves as a reminder for why we're doing what we're doing and the importance of working towards our goals and staying on top of our habits. These are, of course, fully customizable to match your own goals and visions. So this has been the main dashboard, and next we'll move into a more detailed view of the different pages in BalanceOS. So right at the top we have the quick buttons where we can quickly add a new note, task, journal entry or project. So you click on one of the buttons to open up a pop-up page where you can quickly create a new entry. And these entries will automatically be organized into their own databases. And here we have the daily habits section, which includes a progress bar and a chart, which turn it into a really powerful way of visualizing and tracking the habits you want to maintain. At the top, we have a quote from Atomic Habits, which recommended habit tracking as a way of staying accountable. So it's worth mentioning that at the end of this setup, we'll go over how you reconfigure your own habit progress chart to replace this existing example one. Doing this will ensure that the stats are reflective of your own daily habit tracking. So to track your habits, you tick the checkboxes or click the quick habit button to mark a habit as done, and you'll see the progress bar updating accordingly. And the habit progress chart updates automatically to show your progress, and if it doesn't refresh automatically, then just click the refresh button or reload your page. And now to rename or add new habits to this list, you want to click on the Today's Habits title to access the template page. And then to rename a habit, you simply click the habit name and select Rename. To add a new habit, click Add a Property, checkbox, and name your habit. Let's use as an example gratitude, and then add an icon. And then we'll just drag it up so it looks just a little bit more neat. And then we can close this page. And now we want to update the progress bar formula. We click the progress property. So we go to Properties, Progress, Edit Property, Edit Formula. And we then want to locate the line to number with a habit name in the middle. And if you renamed a habit, just make sure that the formula was updated with the new habit name, which should be done automatically. But if it hasn't, you just rename it here. And then if you added a habit, copy and paste this to number line, and then you want to replace this habit name with the name of your new habit. So in this case, we'll rename it gratitude, and we can see that it's showing up on this list on the left. So we click on gratitude and it will populate the brackets. If you added a habit and you now have more than 6 habits, update this number 6 in the formula to match your total number of habits. And vice versa, if you have less than 6 habits, just change this number to the number of habits you have. This will make sure that the formula calculates the correct number of habits and it works out a percentage of the progress bar. So in our case for this demo, I'm going to update the number to 7 because we have 7 habits. And we click Save. Now we want to add this new habit to the daily habit section on the main page. So we click these 3 dots next to the new button, select Properties and click on the eye to unhide the new habit, and then reposition the new habit by dragging it above the progress property. And here it is. Now we move on to adding or renaming habits in the habit buttons section. And to do that, we'll create a new button. So we click the plus symbol next to the last habit button to create a new line. On the new line, tap /button and select button. And then we want to rename the button to match the name of your new habit. So I'm going to type gratitude and add an icon. And then click on New Action, select Edit Pages In, and from the drop down we want to select our database. So we'll use the search bar to find and select our habits database. And now we want to change the target from Edit All Pages to Edit Where date, start date is today. Next, we click on Edit a Property, and from the list we select the new habit we just added. And then we'll set the action to Set Property to Checked, so it will activate the box checking when we click it, and click Done. And now if we test the button, we want to see that it checks the box. If for some reason this hasn't worked for you, then you might have missed a step, so it's worth going over the setup once again. And now if we simply want to rename a habit button, and if we've already done that in this list of checkbox habits, we'll find the habit button we want to rename, click the cog icon next to the button and replace the button name with the new habit name. Just make sure it matches the renamed habit in the daily habits checkbox section. Now that this part is done, we can move on to setting up your own habit progress chart, which is actually really straightforward, so let's move on to that. So the chart we'll be using is a free chart from Notion to Charts. We want to go to Notion to Charts and create a free account. Their free plan allows you to create one chart. You then want to connect your Notion workspace and select the template name. So we select BalanceOS. And then to create a new chart, we're going to select Create New Chart and choose the line chart option. And we'll select the habits database from the list. Under the x-axis, select Date, and under the y-axis, select Progress. Now in the left menu, scroll down to Data Labels and select Percentage. At the bottom of the menu, set Sort By to date ascending, and you can then customize the chart by adjusting the chart color to suit your preferences. I'm going to set this one to black. Now we just click on Get Embed Link and copy the link over here. We then go back to our Notion dashboard and replace the chart by clicking these 6 dots to the top left of the chart. And from the menu, select Replace. Then we paste the embed link and we're done. And now your new habit progress chart will display real-time updates when you complete each habit, allowing you to visually track your progress and stay on top of your habits. If you ever need to add or change new habits, the chart will automatically reflect these changes and update them. So there's no need to manually edit the settings or revisit the website. Now you're ready to start habit tracking. So moving on to the rest of our dashboard, we have our balance partner on the top left, and we're going to learn how to personalize our greetings and change your name. So first, to change your name, click the balance partner title to open the page. Replace this name with your name. Your balance partner greetings change based on the time of day, so morning, afternoon, and evening. So if you want to change those or just take a quick look at them now, we'll click the greeting text, which will open our formula. And here we can see that the formula is set to before 12 midday. So in the morning, our greetings will say good morning plus your name, and a new day is a new opportunity to create something that matters to you. And again, these changes based on the time of day. Before 5:30 it says good afternoon and the greeting, and before midnight it says good evening, and it reminds us to reflect on today's achievements and prepare for the next day. If we want to change the text, we simply go to this main greeting text part and type whatever we want. We then click save, and now our balance partner is all set. Next we have our quick tasks. These are all the essential tasks that we want to stay on top of so our day flows as smoothly as possible. To add a daily task, you can use the quick task button at the top, or you can come down here and just name your task. You can also add a tag like household if the task is something like do laundry, for example, and you can also create your own tag. And a really useful tool here is that overdue tasks will automatically appear in the all tasks section and show as overdue. So we can come over here and change the date to whenever we think we're able to complete it. Then we have the task status section, which updates automatically as we add and complete tasks. And at the bottom of it, we'll be able to see the total time we spent on tasks. And this works by clicking on these start and end task buttons. When we click on start task, it will start counting the minutes and set our task to in progress. And when we click end task, it will stop the timer and add it to this time spent on tasks section. Now it's important to note that this part will tell us the total time we spent on all of our tasks. If we want to see exactly how much time we spent on a single task, we can open the tasks page and it will tell us the exact duration for that specific task. Underneath the quick tasks, we have an overview of our goals and their related projects, so we're always aware of what we're currently working towards. This block is actually an exact copy of what we have in our goals page, so we'll take a much deeper dive into setting up new projects and goals when we move on to the goals page setup. Now we're going to take a look at the life areas, which is what really brings this whole template together. Your life areas section is designed to help you view and track each key area of your life. Each life area connects to your notes page for area-specific notes, your goals page to view and track related projects and goals, and the bookshelf page for viewing related reading materials. So for example, for the education life area, you can make a note related to what you're studying, and it will appear in both the notes page and the education life area. And the same applies for goals and books you're reading. Linking these notes, projects, and books is actually really simple, but we'll take a closer look at doing that when we begin setting up those pages. For now, this is just an overview of setting up the life areas. So if you want to personalize these life areas, change or add some things, you can either edit an existing life area, delete a life area, or add a new life area. So let's take a look at how we do that. To edit the title of existing life areas, open the page for that life area and make the desired changes to its title. So for example, I can change the title of this work and business life area to YouTube. And then you can either use your own custom cover, which you can upload from your own device, or browse the Unsplash catalog on the right. Or if you want to maintain the cover style of this template, there's a little bonus at the end of these videos where I show you how you can download new covers of the same style with new titles for free. So we'll cover this in the bonus part at the end. To delete a life area, simply hover over its card, click the three dots in the top corner and select delete. To add a new life area, go to the bottom of the life areas page, click on the new page button, name the new page according to the life area you wish to add, so for example languages, romance, your children, and once created, the new life area will automatically link to the notes, bookshelf, and goals pages. The resources from these will then appear under their respective life area, allowing for seamless organization and tracking. So this sums up the life area setup, which will provide you with an intuitive way to organize your resources and projects, helping you stay focused and aligned across all aspects of your life. And lastly, we have our vision board. Really useful to have this on the main page and to keep it as straightforward as possible. So it's simply adding an image that resonates with you. If this was on a different page, I see it as the equivalent of having a physical vision board at home and keeping it in a drawer. You'll just forget about it, your brain isn't going to get those subtle, encouraging signals. So having this in our main dashboard is part of what makes the whole system really effective and encouraging. So to update images and change them to your own, open the card page, click the change cover option, and you can then upload your own images or select from the Unsplash image library. And you can of course also add or remove pages. So just to quickly go over the dashboard navigation, you'll be using these dashboard buttons to jump to any of the BalanceOS pages. And we also have a copy of all of these pages at the bottom here. Very important not to delete any of these, but for navigation purposes, you'll probably be using the dashboard buttons. So this is it for the main dashboard setup. You should now have your habits and the habit progress chart all set up, your personalized greetings. We went over how to manage tasks and how you'll be using the life areas, and how to personalize your vision board. Well done for making it this far and taking the first step in making a huge difference to how you manage and organize your life. Now we'll go over how we use our notes page. So we'll just click on the notes button on our dashboard, which will take us to our notes. And as you can see, we have an example note here, so you can get an idea of what it looks like. We can create a note by clicking the new note button at the top, or by clicking new page down here. And the note we create will be automatically stored in our inbox section. So once we've sorted our note, meaning we've given it a category and linked it to a life area by selecting an area from the drop-down menu, we can then change the status of the note from inbox to processed. And this will clear the note from the inbox and store it down in our notes overview. We can also favorite a note, so it will appear in the favorite note section for quick access. We can also archive a note, and doing this will send the note from our main notes page to the archive page. And this is a good alternative to simply deleting a note, which we might want to refer to again in the future. You'll also notice that we have two separate tabs, Notes and Web. In the Web tab, we store all the notes that have a URL link, so it's basically a web clip which we found online. And the Notes tab contains notes with no URL, so these are our own ideas and our own interpretation. So it's quite handy to visually separate the types of notes as they are quite different. Down in our notes overview, we can view our sorted and processed notes by the category we've assigned to it, by the life area, or we can have a quick view of all the notes. And right at the bottom, we have a copy of our life areas. So if you want to quickly access an area and view the notes alongside any other resources, we can easily do that. And this is it. You're now ready to capture your ideas in a really efficient and organized way. And this alone will actually give you so much more creative freedom and increase your productivity, as you'll know that you have all your important ideas and things you're working on stored and organized, ready to be referred back to and expanded on. Next, we will go over how to use the goals page. Alright, so again from the main dashboard we go to the goals page, and we can see right at the top we can create a new project or a new note. We might have a quick goal related idea or a spark that we want to quickly store in the same life area, so this is what the note button is there for. And a project or a group of projects on this page is what enables us to achieve a goal. So projects are the actionable things that we can do, the plans and schedules that we make, and they link to a goal, which is our final destination. So let's take a look at what that looks like and how we use this page to manage and track our projects and goals. First, we want to create a goal. You have here a couple of example goals just for inspiration, and so you can visualize what it looks like. and you can see that we have our main goal set. So in this example, it's increased productivity with Notion, the deadline we want to achieve it by, how many days remaining, and which quarter of the year the goal is set to. And then we have the category the goal is related to and the progress we made so far. And once this bar is at 100%, we want to tick the Done box, which will send this goal to our Completed Goals tab. We can also filter our views by quarterly views for different years. And we have an Edit Goals table view where we can easily edit and add new goals. So to add a new goal, we'll go to the Edit Goals tab, create a new page, and name our goal. We want to specify the quarter and year for the goal, the due date, and the category. For example, personal, business, health, or you can create your own new category. And now you've created a new goal. So now on to linking projects to goals. So this is where we break down what we need to do into actionable and realistic steps, ensuring that we'll actually achieve this goal and constantly work towards it. To add a new project, you want to click on Add a Group at the bottom of the Goals and Projects section. Link this new group with a goal that you've set. So we want to first set a goal and we then want to create a project. We click New Page to create and name a project. And then we'll set the project details. So we first assign a due date aligned with our goals timeline. So we want to make sure that this is realistic, manageable, and works with our existing schedule. We want to motivate and push ourselves, but also set ourselves up for success. And then we fill in the target section, for example, set 10 for watching 10 lectures or 200 for reading 200 pages. This is optional, but we can also specify the format here. So pages, lectures, days, weeks, etc. Set the completed section to 0 if you're starting fresh, and make sure you update it as you progress. As you update the completed number, the progress bar will update automatically, so you'll see the percentage increase, and the status section will tell you how many days you have remaining, or whether the project is actually overdue. Then you can use the Life Areas tab to link your projects to a specific area. And this ensures the project appears in the corresponding life area, so you have a proper overview of it. And we also have these start and end date sections where you can add a start date when you begin your project and add an end date when you complete it. And this can help you track your timelines and review progress over time, even for completed projects. Once the progress bar reaches 100%, mark the project as done by checking this box here next to the title. Completed projects will unsurprisingly appear in the Completed Projects tab, and to archive completed projects, just check the Archive checkbox next to the project title, and this will move the project to the archive page. For projects requiring subtasks or sub-projects, we'll probably want to divide them into multiple smaller steps. And to do that, you want to open the projects page and break these tasks down in the provided table. You want to name your task and set a deadline, which again corresponds with the overall deadline of the project and goal. Check the Done box when the subtasks are completed, which will send it to the Completed Tasks tab. And once all of your tasks are complete, mark the entire project as done in the main Goals and Projects section. So, a few tips for effective goal setting. Once again, be realistic. Align your goals with your existing schedule and commitments. Avoid setting too many goals to prevent overwhelm and risking incompletion. Carefully plan your goals and integrate them into your calendar. So, you really want to sit down and think about the steps required and how much time you can dedicate to each task and project. And once you have your steps and deadlines laid out in your goals page, block those times out in your calendar as well. So there's no escaping from what you need to do. Regularly review your goals and deadlines. It's highly unlikely that everything will go exactly to plan because life happens. Something unexpected might come during the day, or we might need to spend a lot more time than we realized on a specific project. So refine, adjust, or reduce your workload when necessary. Once you get used to doing this, so after a month or two, you'll become a lot better at estimating how long a task or project should take you. And stay consistent. Revisit the goals page daily or at least weekly to review deadlines, make adjustments, and track progress. If you neglect it, you might come back to it in a few weeks and realize that a lot of your projects are overdue and it will look really overwhelming and you'll become discouraged. So, very important to keep on top of it and to keep yourself accountable. To create a new journal entry, you can use the quick button at the top, which is especially useful when using on mobile, or alternatively, you can select the new page button from the table block. Once you do that, a new journal entry window will open, pre-populated with prompts to help you get started. You can also customize the journal prompts so they're more personalized to you, or you can remove them altogether. To do that, go to the main journal page, click the arrow next to the blue New button, and in the drop-down menu, click the three dots next to New Entry Default. Hover over Edit this template and then click Edit. And then you can add or modify prompts as desired or remove them if you prefer to start with a completely blank journal. And the changes you make here will appear in every new journal entry moving forward. The current week's entries will appear under the This Week tab, and your entire journal history is stored under the All Entries tab. Entries are automatically sorted by month and year for easy navigation. And there we have it. Journaling is a really important part of self-reflection, self-improvement, and just figuring out the best next steps for us. And this is a really foolproof way of staying on top of your journaling. It's designed to be simple and quick, which makes keeping a daily journal as easy for you as possible. And now we'll go over this really powerful and comprehensive finance tracker. It's designed to help you keep your finances in check and reach your financial goals with budgeting and a visual tracking system. This is where you add your accounts and their balance, track your income and expenses, transfers, subscriptions, set a budget for each expense type, and track whether you're within the budget or whether you've gone over it. And you can set, update, and track the progress of your financial goals. So do this first if your currency isn't in dollars because the default currency of this template is in dollars. But if your currency is in dollars, you can skip ahead to the main account setup. So to change the currency in the accounts section, click the three dots next to the blue New button, select Properties, click the six dots to the left of the current balance property, select number format, and choose your currency from the drop-down menu. Now we'll scroll down to the budget tracker section. And again, 3 dots, properties, and in the monthly budget property, not the title property, repeat the same steps to set your preferred currency. And we scroll down once again to the income section. Repeat the same steps for the income property under the This Month tab and the number amount property under All Income tab. And down again to the expenses section, and under the This Month tab, click the 3 dots next to the blue New button, select Properties, then adjust the expense property to your currency. We'll do the same in the All Expenses tab, adjust the amount spent property to match your currency, and down once more to the Transfers section, adjust the transfer amount number format in both the This Month and All Transfers tab to your currency. And another scroll down to the Subscriptions section, update the amount and cost per month, not the title property, format to your chosen currency. And lastly, we'll scroll up to the Goals section and update the balance and target amount properties to reflect your currency. To set up your accounts, we want to be here on the Accounts section at the top. Rename your accounts by changing the page titles. For example, replace Bank Account Example 1 with HSBC. Update the opening balance. So for bank or savings accounts, which we'll categorize as assets down here, enter the balance amount that you have in that account, for example, $500 or $0. And for credit cards, which we'll categorize as liabilities, enter the amount owed using a minus figure, for example, minus $200 or $0 if it's paid off, and close the page. To add a new account, click New Page, name the account, set the opening balance, and label it as Asset or Liability under the Category property. To delete an account, hover over the account, click the 3 dots and select Delete. And now your account balance will update automatically when you log income, expenses, or transfers. Now for the almighty budget tracker. To adjust budget figures, click the figure under monthly budget and edit the amount. The spent this month value and percentage down here will auto update based on the expenses you logged. So if you're within your budget, it'll tell you how much within your budget you are with a percent figure, and if you're over your budget, it will tell you how much over you are. And you can also edit the expense category titles by clicking the pen icon to edit the name up here and renaming it. To add or delete budget categories, we'll click New Page to add one, name the category, and set a monthly budget. And to delete, you want to hover over the category, click the 3 dots, and select Delete. To log your income, click New Page under the Income section, name the income, for example, salary or freelance project, add the income amount, date, and the receiving account. And now your income will appear in the This Month tab and in the All Income tab, sorted by month and year. And it will also update your account balance by adding that amount to your account. To log expenses, click New Page under the Expense section. Name the expense, for example, shoes or coffee, and the expense amount, date, and the from which account that expense was debited. Select a category for budget tracking, and this is essential if you want the budget tracking system to work. As an added option, you can add notes or upload a receipt or an invoice for your reference. And your expenses will appear in the This Month tab and the All Expenses tab, sorted by month and year. And once again, your account balance will update accordingly. Create a new transfer by entering the amount, date, and the source account. To specify the destination account, select an account under To Account or a goal under Goal. And for this, you have to only choose one for it to reflect the figures properly. And transfers between accounts or two goals will update your balance automatically as well. To edit an existing goal, open the goal, change its name, deadline, opening balance, and target amount. And you can change the image by deleting the existing one and uploading a new one. To add new goals, click New Page, enter the goal's name, deadline, opening balance, and target amount, and then upload an image. And now when funds are transferred towards a goal using the Transfers section, the goal balance will update automatically. Now, if you ever want to withdraw from a goal, so if you find yourself needing the money for some emergency or something like that, then you want to add a transfer with a negative amount to reduce the goal's balance and return funds to the source account. So, for example, transfer from HSBC to Holiday Goal for the amount of -$50. And this will reduce the goal's amount and add funds back into the bank account. Use the Subscriptions section to track recurring payments for services. Now, we should note that this section is for general tracking and reference, and it will not automatically update in the Accounts section. For these expenses to update in your account, they will need to be added to the Expense section whenever you log your monthly expenses. So, to add a new subscription, click New Page, name the subscription, for example, Spotify or Netflix, enter the amount, and select the billing frequency. For non-monthly subscriptions, the system will calculate the equivalent monthly cost. For example, $120 annual subscription will also display as £10 a month. And this helps you view, remember, and allocate monthly budgets accordingly. To set a subscription status, choose the status, so either active, inactive, or need to cancel, and you'll use this as a reminder to manage subscriptions effectively and cancel those you no longer need. Keeping this section updated will maintain a clear view of your recurring expenses while avoiding unnecessary charges. Now, I've not mentioned this at the beginning, but we have these quick buttons at the top as well, and we can use them to quickly add income, expenses, or transfers. And we can also use this section to go back to the home page. And there we have it. By keeping your finances updated with these steps, your BalanceOS Finance Tracker will provide a clear overview of your financial health, helping you make informed decisions and achieve your financial goals. the fitness tracker is designed to help you plan, log, and track your workouts by type and muscle group. Use this page to keep on top of your workouts and set out a workout schedule. So we have our workout library on the left-hand side, which is already pre-filled with common workouts and pretty helpful links to these workout tutorials. So to add a new workout type if you want, click New Page under the existing workouts, name the workout, for example, plank, in the page's title, and optionally you can add a URL linking to an instructional video or tutorial. Select the difficulty level from the drop-down options. Choose the associated muscle group from the workout type and muscle groups list. And to create a workout session, in the calendar section of the planner, hover over the day you wish to schedule a workout and click the plus symbol. A new page will open. Rename the session by editing the page title and enter the session's time, for example 8 a.m. and the location. And then use the workout log table, and this might take just a few seconds to load. And you want to use this to specify the workout type, which you can select from the drop-down, the number of sets and reps, and you can add workout notes if you wish. Once you complete a session, tick the Done checkbox in the calendar. To view your progress, you can calendar view and switch between weekly, monthly, and all views to see your schedule and progress at a glance. The workout log section updates automatically, and it has two tabs. This month, which displays all workouts completed in the current month, and all workouts, which shows your entire workout history organized by date. And one last thing to note, you don't need to update the workout log manually. It's fully automated based on your calendar entries. And there it is. This fitness tracker will help you stay consistent with your logging to maintain a clear and detailed view of your fitness journey. And welcome to the meal planner demo. This page is a great way of saving all your favorite recipes in one place and planning your weekly meals. This meal planner includes pre-populated recipes to help you start planning your meals. And these are just for demonstration purposes, so you can of course delete them at any time. To delete any of them, hover over the recipe card, click the three dots on the right and select Delete. To create a new recipe, click the Quick button at the top or select New Page on the database itself and name the recipe in the page's title. Select the meal type, for example breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the cuisine from the drop-down menu, or you can create your own new ones. Now we want to make this a little more visually appealing, so we'll add an image for the recipe, which you can download from a recipe website or use your own image. We want to include a URL link to the recipe, the total prep and cooking time, and calories if you want this information as well. Now you can, as an added option, use the template at the bottom of the recipe page to include recipe instructions, number of servings, a detailed list of ingredients, and nutritional facts. And now we can exit this page and start planning your meals. So you're going to go here to the calendar view section, click the plus button next to a calendar date, and then choose your saved meals from the drop-down menu. You can also use this page to create a shopping list, and to do this, just scroll down to the ingredients table at the bottom of the recipe page, or click the shopping list link at the top of the page. Both connect to the same list and will update automatically. When you use the shopping list, check the Bought box to mark an ingredient as purchased while you're out shopping. And for quick and easy access, you can add the shopping list mobile widget to your phone home screen, and you can find full detailed instructions on how to do this on the template setup link on the main dashboard of the BalanceOS template. The bookshelf page is designed to help you track books you've read, are currently reading, or want to read. There are a couple of books added to this page just to help you visualize the bookshelf's functionality, and they can be deleted or changed to a different book if needed. To add a new book, click the quick button at the top or select New Page on the database and name the book in the page's title. You should include details like author, topic, status like reading, wishlist, read next, and finished. And just for clarity, books that you own and haven't read yet are added to read next, and books that you wish to read and don't own are added to wishlist. Enter the total number of pages of the book, and when you start reading it, update the on page number property accordingly and enter the date you started reading it. When you finish reading the book, enter the date you finished reading it. You can also add a star rating when you've completed it, write a review of the book and key takeaways, and you can do that on the book's templates page to help you organize your book notes. The percentage bar on the card will update automatically as you progress with your reading. And as mentioned earlier, you can link the book to a live area that relates to it, so you can view all of that area's resources in one handy place. And this is it. You can switch between tabs to view books by status, or use the All Books view to see your entire collection. This straightforward but extremely handy bookshelf will ensure your book list is well organized and that your reading goals are easy to track. The archive page is where you can store notes and projects that you no longer wish to display on the main notes and goals page. Instead of deleting them, archiving allows you to preserve past notes and projects for future reference. So to archive a note, in the notes page, we'll navigate to the note that you want to archive, open the notes page and check the archive box. This note will automatically move to the archive page where you can access it later. To archive a project, in the Goals page, navigate to the Completed Project tab in the Goals and Projects section. Locate the project that you want to archive and check the archive box. And now the project will move to the archive page. And to unarchive a note or project, in the archive page, we want to locate the note or project we want to unarchive and uncheck the archive box in the item's details. The note or project will now return to its original section in the Notes or Goals page. So you'll be using this archive page to keep your workspace organized while retaining access to important past work. The custom covers included in each page of BalanceOS can be changed. You can use Unsplash images or upload your own, or they can be removed altogether. But if you wish to create new pages and add covers that match the existing covers in this template, simply follow the Canva link I provided in the BalanceOS template setup page. You'll find this page by scrolling to the bottom of the page and clicking the link. And you can then create a matching cover by typing the name of the page you've created and downloading the image. You will just need a free Canva account if you don't already have one, and you're good to go. Thank you for downloading the BalanceOS template. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to reach out. I'm genuinely excited for you to start reaping the benefits of using this proven method to maximize your productivity. If you've never used anything like a second brain Notion template before, then it might just take a little bit of time to get used to tracking different areas of your life. But you should view it as another new habit that you're forming, one that will make you more organized, accountable, and successful in every area of your life. And if you use this system regularly, the results will speak for themselves.